Well, hi again. Day 2. I can't believe we did it. Well, hi again. Day 2. I can't believe we did it. Well, hi again. Day 2. I can't see. I can't believe we did it. Well, hi again. My eyes betrayed me. Okay. I can't believe we did it. Well, hi again. My eyes betrayed me. Okay. Bit better. Oh, I really got to get back into the contact game. This is oh, I really got to get back into the contact game. This is Hi. Welcome back. Oh, I really got to get back. It's day 2. Oh well. I hope you did everything yesterday. I did. Although if you watched the video, the soul segment went awry. Although if you watched the video, I learned that my music maker wasn't functioning properly, and the sound wasn't coming through to the stream. And also, for some reason, this screen kept popping up in front of the music maker. That wasn't on my screen, so I couldn't get rid of it. Screen kept popping up in front of the music maker. So that wasn't on my screen. The second hour of yesterday's video is just me. So the second hour just staring at a nothing screen, like an opening screen from Music Maker, just staring at and clicking and muttering every once in a while, but you can't hear any of the music. And clicking and muttering every once in a while. It's a bit of a mess, but you can't hear music's done, so we can listen to it while we meditate today. It's a bit of a mess, but you can't hear music's done, so we can listen to. Actually, I'm curious today. I guess we'll find out. Hang on. Because I'm not going to listen to it while I meditate. I guess we'll find out. Oh, God. Apologies. I hope we weren't looping. We probably were. Okay. Oh, let's look back, actually. I learned that my music maker... Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to have to start this whole thing over again. How do I turn down just this application? Maybe I can just... I want to loop. Repeat. Here we go. Okay. Alright, that's passable, I guess. And if anybody listens and it's like, well, I can listen. Yeah. I can listen. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to talk over it. Hang on, I'm going to mute it. I'm going to talk over it for a bit. Keep doing it, and then I'm going to unmute it, and then I'm going to see how my voice sounds over that. Hang on, I'm going to mute it. I'm going to talk over it for a bit. Keep doing it, and then I'm going to unmute it, and then I'm going to see how my voice sounds over that. Hang on, I'm going to mute it. I'm going to talk. All right, cool. I think that's okay. Who knows? Maybe it'll end up being intrusive, but... Okay. Hello. Welcome to day 2. Day 1 went a little haywire. But we did it. We finished it. We did all the meditation, all the working out, and all the soul work. Kinda. I don't know how soul-y it is to work on a mediocre background track, but I feel so full. Also, I spent half the time troubleshooting, only to learn that my troubleshooting was for nothing, because when I went back to look at the video, it didn't work. So that was disappointing, but that's okay. But for now, let's hop into it because I want to have lunch in 2 hours. So I'll have a sip of my tea and then we'll start our meditation. All right, let's begin. Throw on the tunes. Remember, you can either have your eyes open or closed. Matter of personal preference. Most people have them closed to block out any other distractions. Also, I'll be counting my breaths. But if my counting or the music is distracting for you, you can just mute the stream. And I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay. Starting the time now. 1. 2. 3. 4. Just turn it a bit off axis. So I'm not breathing right into it. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Remember, in through your nose. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 1/3 of the way done. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. Ooh. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 2/3 done. Less than 5 minutes left. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 100. 1 minute to go. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110 and we're out of time. We did it. I think moving forward, I might nix the counting at least some of the time and go with some more infrequent and maybe somewhat more imagery-based talking. We'll see. Maybe it won't be meditation per se, at least in the classical form. Maybe it'll be just in the name of shutting everything else off. Oh! I can't tell if I'm yawning a lot because of my breathing or because I'm sleepy. I've been awake for a little bit. All right. It's time to pee and then work out. Let's change. Didn't even flush the toilet. What a giga Chad. Alright. Also, I am stiff as all hell from yesterday's body session, so I'm doing something right. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I got a text. Apparently my dad got this Carolina Reaper salsa, which if you don't know is a very, very spicy pepper. And then he had a bowl of it. And then the dummy just finished the bowl when he realized it was very, very spicy. And he's regretting it today. Okay. Oh, it's leg day today. I super groggy because I haven't had my coffee. But the thing I'm playing around with is splitting this up, you know? Doing mind at some point, and then body at some point, and soul at some point, but it doesn't all need to be within 2 hours. I'll probably end up doing that eventually, because I don't think the 2 hours straight is super sustainable, but I'm so sorry, I burped right into the mic. But I also think that would be the most helpful way to do it in terms of other people doing it along with, so I'll try to do it 2 hours at a time. Okay, long story short, Ron wants his coffee, but he's gonna truck through for you. Leg day. Actually, I should probably be here for legs. Start with some squats. Gotta limber up. Oh. Oh, gotta start the time. This is something to witness. I'm gonna make a short of just this. Oh, yeah. Owie wowie. As terrible as my shoulders are, my knees are even worse. Let's just bring you up. Hey. Sup? No, I'm not. You know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna open Binding of Isaac. I'm just gonna stare at this camera. Try to resist the narcissistic urge to look down at my face. Not that I enjoy my face, I'm just making sure it's not in a weird position. Here's something fun. Oh, it was fun. My eyes have always kind of been they've acted a little of their own accord when I talk, to the point where it looks a little off-putting at times, like not how a normal human moves their eyes around. And then they lost all chill for several years that I was basically only doing voice acting and talking to my wife. So now that I'm trying to get back into regular acting, it's real hard not to be wide-eyed every single time. Eyebrows going berserk. Boy, oh boy. My first few simulation sketches are gonna be a little rough. Context-free bobbing. Let's bob. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice bobbing. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do it. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. No, that's enough. Really making a habit of properly warming up. I know it's gonna blow your mind, but it's something that the older I get, the more necessary it gets, and frankly, it was probably necessary a decade ago. And I was simultaneously holding in my head the thought, it's cool that I don't need to warm up as much as other people, and it's weird that I get injured so much more than other people. And those two thoughts never met, such that I could realize the contradiction. So I gotta warm up more. So I dance. We were dancing. Da 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 da. That was from a musical I saw. I don't remember what it was called, and I tried looking into it. I don't remember. But it was a comedy. And it was short. I think the show was like 2 one-act shows. Now I think of it. Oh yeah. Oh, my knees feel so limber. Got the knees of a 60-year-old now. That's good. That's rather compared to an 80-year-old. I've got a friggin' stream analytics on this screen, and I want to have it so that I can see if a person comes. But when no one ever comes, it's so crushing. Oh. Concurrent viewers, 0. Chat rate, 0. Views, 0. It's okay. It's okay. I'm doing it for the Bobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll run on the spot a little further away. Doing it. Okay. Do some light static stretching. They keep going back and forth on static stretching. I don't know what to believe. One day they'll say you shouldn't do it. One day they'll say you should. The next they'll say do it. You should do it, but do it after. The next they'll say actually no, you can do it before the workout. What I've landed on thus far, and if you know better, please let me know, is that you kind of want to, beforehand, you want to do largely dynamic stretching, like moving around, with maybe light static stretching, and then afterwards you want to do more strong static stretching when you're nice and warmed up, but you're not about to run around, because static stretching stretches you out such that you're actually a little more prone to injury, because like, once you're already all stretched out, you can stretch a little too far. Is my layman's interpretation of it all? In case you're wondering, I'm swinging my leg like a pendulum right now. These would all be ridiculous shorts. Back to swinging. boy. It's just impossible to gyrate out of sight without it looking sexual. Definitely don't look down. The moment you look down, or no, that's enough. I'm not simulating sex acts. Just to be clear, there's nobody down here. Just swinging my legs. Alright, let's do some more. Hi. Yeah, what I'm doing right now, probably, as I will say a lot, my workouts are for me. So don't take my workout as like a blueprint or a template. Oops. So I got some issues I'm trying to sort out. Although my knees have gotten better of late, they haven't gone out and they haven't gone out of me. No! They haven't gone out on me as much recently. We got there. Okay. Trying to think of how to use my various workout implements, but I don't really think I have any use for them. Do some calves. And yeah, just to reiterate, I don't even have a plan myself. I just kind of feel it out. I see what muscles still have juice in them, and then juice them. We got 45 minutes, we got loads of time. And since I'm just doing legs today, there's only so much a fella can do. Except Bob, bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bobbity bob, 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 bob. Other leg. No, that's enough of the Bob song. You know, life's strange. It's true. Pondering. I'm pondering having my coffee after the workout. And then just having it while I do the soul. Problem is, coffee makes me poop, and I'd rather not have to interrupt soul. Ugh. Oh yeah. Camera doesn't know what to do. Sorry, buddy. Alright. Now I'm just kind of holding myself on one leg with my other leg bent up. Just working those, and, you know, knee and calf and all that quad nonsense. Bit of glute. Oh yeah, it's hard. It's all hard. Yeah. Ah. Other leg. This is my bum knee, so I gotta be really careful. Trying to strengthen the muscles around the weak area without tweaking the weak area. Ron, why don't you just see a physiotherapist? Shut up. Who are you, every person in my life? Oy. Hang on, I'm gonna try going on my knee. Oh, yeah. There. Now on my knees. It's actually very comfortable. Oh yeah. I feel like I should be in spandex. Ow. I'm really weak like that. That's good. Finding an exercise that's really hard, especially if it's in an area where, you know, I have issues, it's very good. Hey. If you're watching this in the YouTube channel, put onion in a comment. The first person to put onion in a comment I have no money to give you something, but I'll give you a pretend high five. I'll be very happy with you. Oh, what am I doing? We're almost halfway done. The body part. Actually, I should do one foot at a time. I'm sorry I keep moving this around. It's probably annoying. Just trying to make it close to my mouth. Woo! Burning calf. Yo, legit, if I keep this up, if I'm working out every day, I'm gonna be a good place. I'm gonna be in a very good place. I would love to just, if I eventually blew up and just had like a legion of super fit fans. That'd be great. Of course. Everyone, nobody, myself included, is going to be doing a workout every day. But 3 to 5 days a week even. Forget about it. Although, once I get out of my super skinny phase, I'll hit some diminishing returns in terms of the body weight stuff. I am not the skinniest I've ever been now, but about a year ago, I was the skinniest I've ever been. I'm 6 foot, and I was like knocking on 140 a year ago. Now I'm up like 154-ish, which is still pretty little for a 6 foot fella. I've been using that word a lot recently, fella. I like it. I'm a big fan of old-timey words. Neat. Swell. Although, okay. I've said this a few times. I don't know if anybody else really relates to it. I swear, swell ought to be a word nowadays. Like, yeah, that shit's swell. Come on. Like, it's so good, it's swelling with goodness. That shit's swell. Come on. You're telling me that's not in line with modern? Nah. I'll make it happen. Also, beans. I'm making beans happen too. It's like cool beans, but you leave out the cool. It's even cooler. Beans. And some swell beans. Okay. This one again. Not so much into the knee though. Mostly. There's more in the knee though. Ooh. Doors open. That looks, I'm mostly engaging my legs there. I can use my core to get my leg up, but I'm mostly using my other leg. Because tomorrow's going to be core day. So inflexible. Why is this one so much more flexible? Also, what's really disappointing is that after that great workout yesterday, I just like totally slacked on the eating the rest of the day. So I did not put all that work to as good of use as I could have. Calorically. Speaking of, granola bar. Sorry, I just did some amazing stretching. I wish you could have seen it, but... Oh, yeah. And if you're watching this and thinking, man, this is boring, well then friggin' come watch live. And we can chat, and I'll have someone to talk to. I realized that I kind of just stared off glumly after that. I'm not as glum as that stare off might have made it seem. That's one thing. I'm not sure the cause of it, to what extent it's nature and nurture, but I am real cool with being on my own. Like, real cool with it. I don't mean not permanently, just like, you know, at any given time. Now, I have been very, blessed. I've been fortunate that I've had a, significant other, who is now my wife for all these years. So I haven't had to, seek out companionship outside of that, because that is straight up all I need. And then, made friends in university, and they're awesome, and yeah, that's all I need. Not to, psychoanalyze myself too much, but I had some of my friends early on, the friendship just ended, unfortunately, but they moved away. I mean, I was a bit of a weird kid, a bit of a nerdy kid, so I didn't have a ton of friends as it was. And then my one really great friend just moved away in grade 3, and then in grade 4, I made a new friend who then moved away at the end of that year. And between that and getting vaguely bullied by some of my other friends, I think it led to me just kind of saying, I'm good on my own. But all that said, when you're trying to work out and actually be entertaining, having people to engage with helps. Oh yeah, more than 2/3 done. Doing some one-legged mini squats. Oh man, that knee is rough. It's not right. The knee's not all right. Left one's great. Left one's going strong. Right one's made of popcorn. That won't work. You're gonna have to trust me. I'm gonna do some bridges Kind of. Where this is my head. That's my feet. I'm gonna be like pushing myself up, you know? Working like that's as clear as I can make it. Oh, God. There's my leg. Is it smelly in here, or is it just me? That's brighter. Much brighter. Did I mention I don't like exercising? Because I don't. Hey, we did it. Look at that. 2 days of mind and body down the drain. The good drain, the good kind of drain. Now, it's soul time. Oh, now it works. Goodness gracious. Just gotta stretch my calves. It's all about soul. Under love is a stronger emotion. Gotta be strong. Da 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 do dee do do down. Da 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 down. Okay. All right. Let's start the soul timer. So today, since I still clearly haven't figured out the music maker thing, let's do let's work on my Gallivant project. So for those who don't know, I'm working on like a fan-made Gallivant thing. Basically writing a movie sequel. Gallivant is a fantasy musical series from, I think, 2016-ish? 2016-ish? And it's amazing. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I hate that my... Let's friggin'... Alright. For now... There. Just for now, you can see me. Yeah, fantasy musical show. It's really good. It's actually very funny. I don't think I've ever seen something like it, really. And the music's by Alan Menken, which is incredible. I'm not doing it justice because my mind has been going, here and there for this explanation, but it's a very funny musical TV show set in medieval times. 2 seasons. It's amazing. But it was canceled after 2 seasons, so I'm trying to bring it back. I'm writing a fan-made movie. So, I'm going to write a song in this hour. So for this, it's, if you know the story, Madalena. If you don't know the story, spoilers. If you know the story, Madalena, at the end of the show, goes off with the evil wizard guy to learn the dark, dark evil ways, or the do. And what I have in the movie is that she gets there and realizes that she has to learn a whole bunch of boring theory before she can even learn any of the cool stuff. And so this scene, she is confronting Wormwood, and she's like, come on, I want to learn some stuff. And he's saying, look, you got to learn the theory beforehand. And he's, in the scene, he's telling her about various pupils he's had who have met bad ends because they bit off more than they could chew. So, that's what I'm going to write this song about. Let's see if I can add Okay. Nope. Sorry, I'm new to all this OBS stuff. All right, I think that's readable. And I kind of want myself to be visible, but maybe beggars can't be choosers, huh? Can't read the time either. There. All right, let's call it that. Why not? All right. Okay. So I don't know what the tune's gonna be like yet. But it's gonna be peppy. Dum 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 kind of thing. Let's think. Well, what's the chorus gonna be? What do I think of the title? That's the power of theory. Yeah, that's like that's the power of theory. Let's get some words out first. Maybe I'll find a tune within the words. You may think you're ready, dear. That is far from true. There is just so much. It's unbeknownst. Stop doing that. I think it's all great fun. Let's just do that. Nope, that's not going to work either. I'm not actually sure if I want to be clear about demons this early, because there is a demon that comes into play. But I don't know if I want him to mention it or if he'll just go into other stories. But let's see where this song takes us, you know? I don't know where it's taking us. The first two verses just kind of popped up. No, I think actually what I'll do is put that at the bottom. That's 2. Because I want the main song to just be about people messing up themselves. Do I? Yeah. Because if there's a whole song about demons, I feel like... Yeah. By the way, yeah, feel free to mute this if you're working on your own project while you watch. But I know some people like, sound in the background. I quite like sound in the background too, but sometimes voices distract me when I'm trying to think. But if you're not trying to think, if you're just doing art or something, maybe this will help. Although I don't know how much it'll help to have some guy just going, Oh, god dang it. No. Okay. I haven't done this in a while, so I've lost all my hotkeys. You may think you're ready, dear, but that is far from true. There is just so much, my dear, that's unbeknownst to you. Was many years ago when I did train a let's just give myself more room. Need some rhyming words. I'll do this one first. I don't know. Eyes, but hardly he has. So she decided she would take. Figure. Don't say it. Figure's probably a bad one to use. Form. That's probably a bad one too. I'm picking the worst words to rhyme with things. So this, I gotta figure out a way to word this better because he's like, he's super British and he's talking like this and he wouldn't say real tiny. But I like where we got there. That's the gist. Moving on. And there will probably be stuff in between this. I'm just trying to get some verses out of stories, and then I'll find a way to work it all together. And maybe I'll change some of the wording to fit the tune that I come to eventually. 'Twas many years ago when I did train a pretty lass, with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass, hardly any ass. So she decided she would try to curse her curveless hiney, but sadly also curse her kaya. So she decided she would try to cure her curveless hiney, but sadly all she did was make the rest of her real tiny. No, that's no good. Did was make the rest of her real tiny. Tiny. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it just might save your life. It's the power of theory. Obviously, there's a knife. I don't know if that's grammatically correct. But I kind of like it. If it is grammatically correct, it's a unique line. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it might save your life. Might just. All exclamation marks. All day. Well, we got a chorus and a tune that I'll probably forget. Years later, That's a bit weak. I want funnier ones, you know? I don't want to be like, I'm writing a new Gallivant movie. It's much less funny than the show. Also, I have a bit of a problem so far where I'm kind of, the vast majority of the songs are sung by dudes just because it's kind of how I picture things. Like, and also, Gareth and Sid have a ton of songs. I haven't written many of them yet. I've only done one. If you're curious, you can check out part 2, I think on my Instagram. Or my Reddit. Check out my Reddit. Yeah, I gotta get some Madalena stuff in here. But this song, I don't know if it really... I mean, there are group numbers, which she will participate in. But not really a ton for her. But, look, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm not planning. I'm just writing this song. If it turns out I don't need it, that's okay. I can probably find a use for it elsewhere. That'll make it funnier. Yo, streaming just here. No, I'm good. You can talk. I just. Hello, morning. I got half an hour left. That's so lame. Hope I can fix it later. What were the ones I did before? Yeah, we had somebody. That's a weak one, but it's there. It's there and I can use it or I can not. It's okay. Not everything needs to be perfect. It's okay. It's fine. "24 minutes. I love when I get to paste a chorus because it feels like I did so much more work. It's like, look at all this stuff I've written, but like half of it is the same verse over and over, which isn't very good anymore. So that'll be like the end bit. I'll write one more and one more verse and one more chorus, but I suspect it will end up being 3 verses and 3 choruses. Pretty much everything ends up being like that. Rule of threes. I gotta pee. We'll stand for the end. Why not? Alright, we need another verse. The nice thing is if I come up with a tune and then realize that this exact wording doesn't work, I can still probably finagle it. Usually I do come up with a tune first, for what that's worth. But that often involves a lot of humming and stuff, which I don't think you want to hear. I think that the one with the gills is growing on me, actually. Okay, one more. I need that coffee, something fierce, I gotta tell you. Oh. One sec. I just hurt my head. Banged it on a door. Feel stupid. Okay. Since when it comes to danger, magic's rife. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it might just save your life. Dum 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 dum. It's a crazy tale I hope will serve. Further warning, one rather cocky student whom I frankly am still mourning. He loved to swim and so he gave himself a pair of gills, but then his lungs exploded. Oh, it still gives me the chills. It's a power. Maybe I'll get Metalanda to say something in between verses. The problem is I'm doing the song in the action thing. So when I want to write an action from Adelina, now I gotta write it in dialogue. What's the word? Is it vamping? Alright, I think that gives a little more character to things. So now after each chorus, Madalena tries to cut in, and the Worm was like, I'm not finished! Still not finished! And then in the last one, it's boring, but it might just save your life. Dum, 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 dum. And then Madalena's like, looking around. So, stop interrupting! I think that's kind of fun. Playing with the fourth wall. "15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oops. Is that better? Is it worse? I think that's probably the best way to do it. Okay. Why do I always pick words that have no damn rhymes? Other than like delve? Was there anything? Shelve? Elve? Oh, there's a word. There's a word I can find a rhyme for. which I'll still Google. Weak. Okay. Okay, so we've got our lyrics now. I guess I can try playing around with some tunes. Dum, 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 dum. You may think you're ready, dear, but that is far from true. There is just so much, my dear, that's unbeknownst to you. 'Twas many years ago when I did train a pretty lass with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. So she decided. So she decided she would try to cure her curveless hiney, but sadly all she did was make the rest of her real tiny. It's the power of theory, since when it comes to danger, magic's rife. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it might just save your life. Well, it's passable. How about... You may think you're ready, dear, but that is far from true. There is just so much, my dear, that's unbeknownst to you. 'Twas many years ago when I did train a pretty lass with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. So she decided she would try to cure her curveless hiney, but sadly all she did was make the rest of her real tiny. It's the power of theory, since when it comes to danger, magic's rife. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it might just save your life. Yes, I understand that, but I'm not finished. 'Twas just a few years later I met a bright young man. He thought well on his feet, though he seldom had a plan. He thought that he was ready, so he taught himself to fly. And last I saw him, he was falling quickly from the sky. It's the power of theory, since when it comes to danger, magic's rife. Well, that went everywhere. That's an idea. That's an idea. 'Twas many years ago when I did train a pretty lass with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. So she decided she would try to cure her curveless hiney, but sadly all she did was make the rest of her real tiny. It's the power of theory. 'Twas many years ago when I did train a pretty lass with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. So she decided she would try to cure her curveless hiney, but sadly all she did was make the rest of her real tiny. It's the power of theory, since when it comes to danger, magic's rife. It's the power of theory. It's boring, but it might just save your life. The chorus, I think, is locked in. I think that's pretty much what I'm going to do for the chorus. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do for the rest. I'm just not. You may think you're ready, dear, but that is far from true. There is just so much, my dear, that's unbeknownst to you. It was many years ago when I did train a pretty lass, with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. I keep falling into a pretty similar tune, which either means that's just the one I'm gravitating towards, or that's the one that the lyrics bring about. So I end up worrying that I put the cart before the horse and shouldn't have done the lyrics so soon, but, you know. Really, I won't know how the song sounds until I put it to music. And frankly, I don't mind this anyway. It's pretty different from the other songs I'm doing. And it's in line with other stuff Wormwood has done. I have hair all in my mouth. Friggin' dogs. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll come together when I add it to music, but we'll find out. So I guess I'm just gonna, well, let's just read through it. Maybe I'll think of a better thing for the last 4 minutes. It's so strange doing this stuff, and I recognize that it's weird, but at the same time it would be cool if I do end up making this. It'd be cool to have live streams of some of the stuff being written, or, you know, making it to some degree. Maybe in a year AI is such that I can plug the script in and it'll give me a movie. Or I'll just make it. I'll get rich and famous and get all the actors back. Okay. I'm a little concerned that this first line is too different, but I think it's okay to have an intro that's of a different quality. You may think you're ready, dear, but that is far from true. There is just so much, my dear, that's unbeknownst to you. It was many years ago when I did train a pretty lass, with golden locks and twinkling eyes, but hardly any ass. Okay, yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot about that whole thing. Well, tomorrow, I guess, since we're just about out of time, or maybe later today, I'm not on stream. I gotta add one verse about Barry summoning a demon. Looks like he's just playing the part again, but it's actually his true story. Yeah, because later on in the thing, Madalena accidentally gets manipulated into summoning a demon, which turns out was the one that Barry had summoned. Shut up, kitty. That Barry had summoned a while ago. Yeah, anyway. We have successfully completed day 2 of Turn It Around. I'm feeling productive. I don't know about you guys. I'm working really hard to stop. Whenever I say you guys, my instinct is to be like, even though there aren't any of you. But as long as, like, saying it when nobody's here is pointless because you're saying it to nobody. And then when people are actually there to hear you say it, now you're saying it, you're complaining about nobody being there to somebody. So in any case, complaining about there being nobody doesn't really make any sense. Because if anybody hears it, then you're wrong. Anyway, bit of a tangent. Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody who's there, thanks. Feel free to like, subscribe, pop me a comment down in the comments. I love seeing some engagement, both for, you know, my own feelings and also for the algorithm. So thank you for those who do that. And please tune in. If you subscribe, you'll get a notification, and hit the bell, I think. You'll get a notification when I go live, and then you can come join me. But even if you don't join me live, if you can do every day with me, even if you're just doing a YouTube video, the 15 minutes of meditation, 45 minutes workout, 1 hour on a personal project, 2 hours a day, you can change your life pretty good. And even if you don't have that much time, you can just do 15 minutes of each. It's less than an hour a day. It's nothing. If I can do it, I assure you, you can too. Well, that's not true. I work from home, so I have an advantage there. But I also lack any executive function to speak of, so in that respect, if I can do it, you can too. All right. That's enough rambling. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay sane.